And I don't know if I've shared this story publicly, but I almost got into a small claims lawsuit with UPS a few weeks back because of some malarkey that they pulled. And I almost did a small claims with Verizon, and I settled my small claims with Amazon. Because I'm done with these companies acting like they don't have to take care of their customers. And so many people, like, I can't let it go. I don't know what it is in my brain. I don't know what my parents told me as a kid that made me this way. I don't know what I saw, but I am like, you are not going to take money from me. And I will not, I will be like, because they're always like, they don't care. I was like, I will stay up 72 hours consecutively if it means that you're going to pay me what you owe me. Because you're going to do what's right. Like, I believe in ethics, and I'm a very strong, like, principle-guided person. And it's like, if this happens to me or somebody else, I'm just as mad. And with UPS, I sent a package, and I didn't buy insurance on it, okay? You know, they always want to upcharge you to insurance. Fun fact, it is, the package is in their care, right? It is not what am I insuring? That they're not going to lose their package in their possession, right? Yeah. So I never buy insurance because I believe it's just a way for them to charge me more for the same service. Yeah. I send my iPhone 11 Pro on Swappa. I sell it. I get a good return. I made, it's like $700, right, for this $1,000 phone. Great. I'm really happy. I'm like, oh, this justifies most of the like the 12 Pro I got. Yeah. 3 days in, says it's lost. 4th day, they update it. We don't know where your package is. The case is closed. Your package is lost. I said,
that's it.
Okay. So I call. Yeah, sometimes it takes some time to update. Sometimes with a lost package, so another week goes by. And keep in mind, the buyer is like, dude, where's my phone? And
exactly.
He's
thinking he's getting
have that
scammed.
money. And I'm like, dude, I swear to God, like, and of course I'm like, I know me, but he doesn't know me. He thinks I'm some guy that shipped him an empty box. So
he doesn't know.
Things get fishy. And I'm like, all right, UPS, it says that you marked a note in here, because they got back to me again after I called for like a 4th, 5th time, not getting anywhere. They told me the box was empty when we found it. And I go, now keep in mind, I shipped this phone in an official Apple iPhone box. So it was in that plastic that I know they specifically designed so that it will not fall out even if opened. You would have to completely open the package like that. It couldn't just be a little flap. So I'm like, I know that it was packaged. I checked it. I even remember I had not put a piece of tape on one side of the box. I just forgot. And I went back inside specifically to seal it. Like, I remember this clear as day. And they're like, well, we found the box. And I go, okay, well, then where's my box at? And they go, huh? And they're like, we'll have to get back to you. We'll have to get back to you. And I'm like, whoa. No. You can say it's lost. You can say that maybe I did scam. Where's my box? Where's the empty box I sent?
They didn't have it.
Dead silence. So I call corporate. No. Then I call higher corporate. Don't know. Then I finally
how do you find these people to talk to, though? That's my question, because I had a problem with Sprint a while ago. And
dude, I just kept asking for phone numbers, and one sent me to the store sent me to a different thing. So then I found this number online that I was given for a UPS store corporate, which oversees that the stores are doing things ethically and properly, because they're all independently and operated. Yeah. And I get that number, and I tell her, and she's the first one that's like, something sounds really fishy here. I'm going to look into this. I'm going to put a note on your profile. I'm going to reach out to the store. I'm going to get this figured out for you. And she, like, actually cared. Like, I don't even know her name. She was so great. Just whoever answers the UPS corporate line, please, like, buy their kids college or something, because they're so great. Like, and she was like, no, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. This sounds like something's clearly fishy. And I was like, yeah, whatever. So then I finally get a call from the store. From the manager of the store I shipped it from, which was a place in St. Louis. Okay. And he's like, so I'm trying to figure out what's up with your give me a million excuses, right? And I'm like, listen, here's what I'm saying. Unless you can give me my packaging, I'm not accepting that I scam, because I'm like, I see from your perspective, I might have just sent it empty, but you weighed it, and there was something in there, and where's this packaging at? Because what this sounds like is that a UPS employee saw, iPhone inside. All right. Oh, it was an empty box. Sorry. I'm like,
And we lost
it's
it.
one of you guys.
Yeah.
It's not on me. The package is in your care. So the guy's like, this is the big reveal that a lot of people don't know. The guy's like, did you buy insurance? This is the manager from the store. I'm like, no, I did not purchase insurance. He goes, it's only insured for $100. I can give you $100. I said, no, you're going to give me the $700 back, or I'm going to take this to an Escalate. I didn't say small claims, but he knew that's where it was going. And then he's like, I don't know. So he's like, let me call again and see, because he's like, what's up with this money? He doesn't return my call. Another 4 days go by. I call back. I go, hey, it's time. I want my $700. You lost my phone. You've not given me proof of what happened to my package. It is time for me to collect. And he again goes, "What did you get insurance?" I said, "No, I did not buy insurance." He goes, "We can only give you $100." I said, "Here's the deal. I am going to escalate this to a different level if you do not give me the $700 for my phone that you lost." And then finally he goes, "Would you accept an amount less than that?" So I'm like, there is wiggle room. There is wiggle room. This whole time. Well, maybe. And I said, no, I would not accept less. Yeah, I said I would not accept less than $700. I can give you the exact dollar amount with shipping that I would like back for this purchase. And finally, he cracks and goes, okay, fine. I'll send you a check. And I was like, what? He'll send me a check. So this is what they don't tell you when you buy insurance. Buying insurance at UPS is to cover the local store and their end for losing it. It is not from UPS corporate. That $100 insurance goes to corporate. That money comes from corporate. UPS corporate insures you for $100. Anything you pay more comes from corporate. If that package is lost, it is up to the local store to pay you back.
Wow.
Because they're independently owned and operated. So that check I got was from the local owner in St. Louis of the UPS store.
Interesting. I've never once used the insurance on a package, and I've paid probably $1,000 worth of insurance over my lifetime. So I'm happy to hear this.
I would encourage that you should not buy insurance. I believe that damage might be different, because I believe if it's like a family heirloom, damage would make sense. But like this was a case where it was lost, right? Like a lost package, if you're sending a phone in a properly shipped box, I do not think you need to buy insurance, right? Yeah. But yeah, if you're sending like a one-of-a-kind art piece or something, you need to insure it for that full value, because like that piece will be gone. If it's lost or damaged, like there's one of a kind, right? So that was my experience with UPS. And like, again, why does it take 3 weeks to do these things? To get the right thing and to be in the right situation.
That's crazy. I cannot believe that UPS is actually run by aliens. That's so crazy.
Oh, dang it. I missed the punchline.
I'm sorry. I got too invested in this story. But TLDR is that basically if you buy UPS, it goes straight to corporate. And if a package or something is lost, it comes out of the local owner's pocket, not UPS corporates. So like when I got my check for my phone, it came from the store franchisee, not from UPS. UPS corporate will not give you a cent over $100. So
wow.
Very interesting, and I'm very anti-insurance on UPS now because someone stole my phone. Yeah, like someone took it out of the box.
How did that work on the Swappa side? Did your score go down, or how did that work?
They, I think, reached out and were like, "Hey, what's up?" And of course, I was in like constant contact with the buyer, and the buyer was so sketched out. Like he was like, "Dude, there's no like." I kept being like, "I'm sorry, I keep contacting them," and like I would send him a screenshot or like. I was he was just like, okay, just please keep me updated. And I thought he was going to press the report button at one point. And like kind of rightfully so.
Right.
But I was just like, man, this is why selling stuff online is tough. But normally Swappa is great. Yeah. Normally I just sold my Apple Watch 5 the other day on Swappa. And it was, after they returned. There's a lot of issues with selling these to people. But it's a nice
That's why I've never sold stuff online like that before, is this kind of stories, and the shipping stuff has always bugged me. I've sold a lot of stuff in person. I would normally do like just in-person meetups and just sell it and get cash right away. That way there's no carrier to worry about. But yeah, I would probably sell a lot more if I did the online shipping stuff. But those stories always spooked me out of it. I always convinced myself.
It's high stress.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But... wow. Yeah. It's a shame how often people get abused in situations where there's not really much of an alternative.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's like when you have a monopoly and then you're abusing people, it's like, come on. So that's why I was so ready for Starlink as soon as it was available. It's just like I don't even care if the performance is worse. I just don't want to reward this company anymore. So
hell yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's about all we can do
Makes
as
sense.
consumers anymore. Like, yeah, we can
Yeah.
file small claims or whatever, but like,
yeah.
we can complain about them online.
yeah, but at a certain point, though, a company's gotten so big where they can do whatever they want to their customers, and they're still going to come.
Yeah.
Like, there's Xfinity, perfect example. Like, what else is anyone going to do? Thankfully, Starlink.
Especially with a lot of hardwired, like so many houses have literally no one else they can switch to. So Xfinity knows they can abuse that and add rates or add data caps or charge interest or cancellation fees. So
bad. That's so
yeah,
bad.
that's. I wouldn't call Apple as much of a monopoly as Xfinity, to be honest.
No.
No,
I
not
don't.
at all.
And they're the ones always facing antitrust lawsuits and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not a monopoly. This is a monopoly.
Dude, telecom and internet communication companies. Those are the biggest problem children here.
For sure.
Apple, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't consider Apple a monopoly, and I'm not saying that from the jaded view of an Apple fan. Like, you can buy like, I mean, arguably PC is faster than Mac. Like, you can get a faster PC than you can a Mac, right?
Come on.
You know? Yeah.
Sorry, I had something.
Yeah.
An old microchip stuck in my throat.
I mean, to me, a monopoly is like when you have no other option
Yes.
on the market.
Exactly.
But what's funny to me about the antitrust cases is it's like we have no other option on the iOS App Store.
Yeah.
It's like that's because it's the iOS App Store.
I have
like treating
no
that
choice
as its own.
at McDonald's to eat something besides McDonald's food.
Right. That's kind of how I see it. Is it's like, well, that's their store. That's how they set it up, and
Yeah.
that's been successful for them. And
That
if you're
is
acting
fair.
like it's a monopoly on their own store, it's like saying Netflix has a monopoly over the Netflix website. It's like they're the ones controlling it. It's like, yeah, that's their thing. If that's not the whole market, though, you got to take in.
Yes.
There's Android. There's the Play Store. There's other options to
The
go
Fire
through.
phone.
but
Super
Fire
popular.
The Fire phone. Yeah, you guys want to use the Fire phone?
You guys.
I think I still used Android, didn't it?
This was a clip from the Tailosive Podcast Archive. If you want more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And of course, hit that like button to ensure that a Google Pixel sheep has one more tear fall from their eye.